Few musicians have succeeded in carving out a position as unique and significant in the dynamic world of modern music as Miguel Jontel Pimentel, or simply Miguel. Miguel, who was born in Los Angeles, California on October 23, 1985, has wowed audiences all over the world with his distinctive fusion of rock, R&B, soul, and funk influences. His transformation from an up-and-coming musician to a Grammy Award-winning celebrity is evidence of his skill, originality, and steadfast commitment to his work. Miguel's varied cultural background and the thriving Los Angeles music scene served as early inspirations for his love of music. Being up in a musically interested household, he began honing his abilities as a producer, songwriter, and vocalist at a young age. His childhood exposed him to a wide variety of musical styles, from modern R&B and hip-hop to classic soul and funk, all of which would eventually influence his unique sound. Born on October 23, 1985, Miguel Jontel Pimentel grew up in San Pedro, California. He is one of two boys born to a Mexican father and an African-American mother. When Miguel was 8 years old, his parents got divorced. Miguel was first exposed to the vintage R&B that his father enjoyed, as well as the funk, hip-hop, jazz, and classic rock that his mother listened to. Miguel is close friends with rapper Blue, who also lived in San Pedro, and he met a member of the production company Drop Squad in the 11th grade through a friend. Miguel then spent the remainder of high school learning his way around a recording studio before pursuing a record deal. In 2000, Miguel agreed to a production contract with Drop Squad. He tried out for the Fatty Coo Group in 2004, but Columbia Records, the group's label, picked someone else to round out the sextet. After signing with independent record label Black Ice later in 2004, Miguel began recording his studio album, Young and Free. Originally slated for publication on November 30, 2006, it was eventually shelved. After Black Ice Records published the song Get Your Hands Up and debuted the music video on 106 & Park, Miguel made the decision to alter his appearance and sound. As a result, he left Black Ice Records. He later said in an interview for LA Weekly, "We shot a video, and if you ever see it, you will laugh your ass off. I have a fitted hat on and a white t-shirt and baggy jeans. I was 19 years old, and it was the first time anyone had ever given me money." Miguel's manager at the time sent multiple tracks to music mogul Mark Pitts for almost a year. Pitts set up a meeting with Miguel in October 2007 after receiving a song named Sure Thing, which Miguel characterized as a highly personal record that no one was ever supposed to hear. Miguel inked a recording deal with Jive Records the following month. Miguel remembered that the very small room in a very small office in a small corner of a building at Jive was where his contract was signed. He released his debut album All I Want Is You after becoming signed, but Black Ice sued him for violation of contract. His record was therefore not released for 2 years. Miguel Jontel appeared as Miguel Jontel on the first joint album of Blue and Exile, Below the Heavens, where he also provided vocals for 3 tracks. He then contributed to Here I Stand by Usher, Raymond vs. Raymond, Asleep in the Bread Aisle by Asher Roth, and If You Leave by Musiq Soulchild during the next 3 years. Mischief, the mixtape, was also released by Miguel, who clarified that the reference to his attempt to tell people that there is an alternative to getting sort of the same thing was behind the title. All I Want Is You was released in November 2010, following the resolution of his protracted contract dispute with Black Ice. With 11,000 copies sold, it debuted at number 109 on the Billboard 200, where it did not do well at first. Jive did not adequately promote it during the label's demise. The album's lead single was played on radio stations, and Miguel went on tour backing Trey Songz and Usher. Sure Thing and Quickie, the album's next 2 singles, did well on the charts. All I Want Is You became a sleeper hit after 3 weeks off the charts. It re-entered the Billboard 200 and climbed the chart for 22 weeks, peaking at number 37 on May 14, 2011. Eventually, it spent 45 weeks on the chart and sold 404,000 copies in the U.S. Miguel was transferred to RCA Records following the closure of Jive and its acquisition by RCA Records, where Pitts was appointed president of urban music and a new marketing team was provided. On October 2, 2012, his second studio album, Kaleidoscope Dream, was released to positive reviews. The album sold 71,000 copies in its first week of release, landing it at number 3 on the Billboard 200. Nielsen SoundScan reports that as of February 2013, 322,000 copies of Kaleidoscope Dream have been sold. He released a politically charged music video for the song Candles in the Sun in February 2013. Released on August 7th, the album's lead track, Adorn, became a sleeper smash on urban radio. Miguel's highest charting track on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 17, was also his second #1 hit on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs. The single had sold 190,000 copies by September. Miguel broke through to a national audience in 2012 with both Adorn and Kaleidoscope Dream, according to NPR's Audie Cornish. On September 18, the second single, Do You, was released. It peaked at number 32 on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. The third single from the album, How Many Drinks, was released on March 3, 2013. Nielsen SoundScan reports that as of February 2013, Kaleidoscope Dream had sold 321,400 copies and had been on the Billboard 200 list for 20 weeks. After Sure Thing and Adorn, Miguel's new single, #Beautiful, featuring Mariah Carey, earned his third million seller in the U.S. in August 2013. Miguel attempted to leap across the stage during an intense performance of Adorn at the Billboard Music Awards on May 19, but was unsuccessful and wounded two members of the audience. Miguel landed on two women, just missing the stage, looping his right leg over one and knocking the other onto the platform. Miguel Leg Drop was the name given to the occurrence, which instantly went viral online and inspired several GIFs and memes. It has also generated controversy. The producers of the concert had maintained that they did not give the singer permission to try the leap, but representatives of Miguel have refuted this, saying that no concerns were voiced during previous preparations. On June 30, 2015, Miguel's third studio album, Wild Heart, was made available. Miguel released a 3-track EP named NWA Hollywood Dreams in December 2014, with Coffee as the first single to promote the record. Coffee was nominated for Best R&B Song, and the album received a Grammy nomination for Best Urban Contemporary Album. Miguel released the remix version of Waves in 2016, with remixes by Tame Impala and RAC. In Ben Affleck's historical crime drama Live by Night, which was released on December 25, 2016, Miguel portrayed a Cuban-American mobster. He performed a cover of Beyoncé's Crazy in Love for the 50 Shades Darker theatrical trailers. He opened for Sia's Nostalgic for the Present tour in September of 2016. That November 6th was the last day of the tour. Miguel has said that transcendental meditation is the key to balancing his lifestyle. It's good to take a breath from everything and just center yourself. That is the best way of describing it. From 2005 till 2022, Miguel was romantically involved with model Nazanin Mandi. It was revealed that they were engaged in January 2016. On November 24, 2018, the pair tied the knot at Santa Susana, California's Hummingbird Nest Ranch. The pair called off their split in February 2022 after announcing it in September 2021. Mandy filed for divorce on October 4, 2022, alleging irreconcilable differences. A fan of Miguel's named Sean Bass accused him of sexual assault in 2017. Miguel refuted the charge, describing it as bizarre and twisted, and asserted that Bass's account of what happened was untrue. Miguel's influence as an artist goes beyond his compositional prowess. He is now regarded as a cultural icon because of his support of individualism, social justice, and artistic expression. His music appeals to listeners of all ages and backgrounds and crosses conventional barriers. To sum up, Miguel Jontel Pimentel is a living example of the influence that artistic vision and genuineness may have on contemporary music. Miguel, who rose from modest origins in Los Angeles to become a worldwide phenomenon, never fails to enthrall and inspire with his soulful voice, inventive production, and uncompromising dedication to artistic integrity. One thing is certain as he keeps changing and reshaping the modern R&B scene. Miguel's musical career is far from done, and everyone is excited to see what he does next.